Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. In this video, we're going to be doing chapter 18, verse 36. And here Bhagwan Shri Krishna says, now I'm going to tell you about the three modes for happiness. So let's call out to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Dear Bhagwan Shri Krishna, please help us understand these verses that you're giving us about the modes of goodness, the three modes for happiness. Please help us understand them in the best way possible. And please help us come closer to you. Please be pleased upon us and to intensify our attachment for you. Okay, so let's sing the verse together. सुखं त्वेदानीं त्रिविधं शृणु मे भरतर्षभ अभ्यासाद्रमते यत्र दुःखान्तं च निगच्छति. O best of Bharats, now please hear from me about the three kinds of happiness by which conditioned souls enjoy and by which he sometimes comes to end of all distress. So he's now talking about happiness in the three modes: mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. So a conditioned soul, basically we're keeping on trying to enjoy material happiness over and over and over again, and we're not understanding that this is it. He says in 522, Yehi samsparsha bhoga dukha yonaya evate adyantavanta kanteya nate shuram te buddha, which means this chasing of material happiness, yehi samsparsha bhoga, the bhogas, the enjoyments that we have based on contact, sparsha of what? Of material senses, they are dukkha yona, they are sources of misery, and the other adi anta vanta, they are subject to it beginning and end. Adi and anta, they are beginning, they are temporary, they are subject to beginning and end, and the intelligent people are not happy in it. Na teshu ramate, ramate matlab happy. So what we're saying is that we're keeping on going after material happiness over and over again, thinking that it's going to give us happiness, then thinking that it's going to make us happy. It's not, it's really not, because it is born out of material thing, and anything born out of material thing is temporary, and therefore it is source of misery because it is temporary. That's what 522 very, very, very clearly explains. So this verse ties in perfectly with that, I think. So he becomes sometimes in the course of such enjoyment, he becomes relieved from material entanglement by association with a great soul, basically, who lets the person know, awakens the person to real spirituality and real Krishna consciousness, and relieved from repeated so-called happiness. And yeah, and he's talking about the same thing. People desire to be happy through all of these material things, and so now he's going to talk about the three types of happiness. Okay, so that's it for this verse. Wish you a day filled with lots of genuine spiritual bliss, not material happiness. Material happiness also, but that's not the main thing. Genuine spiritual bliss, which makes you feel that this material happiness or distress, you can feel both sides of the coin, and you're just not bothered about it anymore. It doesn't affect you anymore, and you're actually feeling this sense of immense spiritual bliss where nothing else matters. Wish you all a very beautiful day. Radhe Radhe.